which you have posted while registering for this webinar. The unanswered queries, unanswered questions also I will cover at the end of the session. I've just listed it out. Apart from that, if you have still something in mind, you can just put it in the chat box at the end of the session. That will be more encouraging. That will be more welcome. So possibly please listen to the webinar completely. Most of your doubts I am clearing here. We are clearing here. So the IRSC license, as I said, it is the license which is valid for a person who is working only at for UK Railways. For other than the UK Railways, it is not necessary for any person to have the IRSA license. I am not covering here about the IRSA license in detail. The procedures are different and the requirement is different. Eligibility criteria is different. The topics you need to study is different. We have a different forum for that, for guiding you for IRSC license. Today's forum, today's platform is to discuss about the Indian Railway licensing scheme of IRSTELO. Way back in 90s, the Railway Board also wanted, the Indian Railway also wanted to go ahead with the same scheme like IRSC. However, it took discussions and rediscussions and papers moving up and down through the railways, taking the opinion of all the chief of the railways, different departments. So finally, in the last year, Railway Board or Railway decided to have the IRSTELO IRST yellow license scheme for Indian Railways. However, it is yet to be mandatory, but however, if you now start doing it, the moment it is mandatory, it is only official format, official procedure to make it mandatory. Once it is mandatory for all the private people, then you will have your own values. So based on the Railway Board instructions, the Institute IRSTELO, Institute of Railway Signaling and Telecommunication Engineers Licensing Organization, IRSTELO stands for Institution of Railway Signal and Telecommunication Engineers Licensing Organization. This office is established at Secunderabad in the complex of IRSCT IRISCT IRSCT, the Training Institute of the Indian Railways. The licensing scheme is effective from 1st January of 2019. And however, it is yet to be made mandatory by the Railway Board, which is just waiting for some formal applications and a formal approval. The license scheme is for all the private vendors who are providing their services to Indian Railways in different categories like designing, testing, commissioning, and other. I will be covering here what are the different categories. So these people, they need to have the various categories of the license when they are serving for the Indian Railways. The whole idea is to make the system more safer. The person who is designing need to have a qualification. A person who is designing need to know more in detail about the signaling system on the Indian Railways. The person who is verifying is yet to know, is need to know more in detail. As he is a verifier. So those parts we'll be covering here. All OEMs, the other equipment manufacturers, those who are manufacturing, they also can have these licenses. The people working with this all OEMs can have these licenses. This having a license, procuring a license will be a positive point, a plus point for the designers, installers, testers, and OEMs, where the railway probably in the coming days down the line will be preferring only these guys. The application shall have any of these following qualifications. There is minimum qualification criteria for the person who is applying for this license. Number one is he need to be a Bachelor of Engineering or equivalent. You can be a Bachelor of Science, or you can be a Diploma in Engineering. Any one of these categories qualification is enough for the person who is applying for the license. Please do not proceed further if you do not have the required qualification. You need to have this one of these qualification. However, for the retired employees of the railways who have served the railways as signal engineers and retired about few years back, it goes case by case. It is not that much mandatory for these people to have any one of these qualification. Sumit, are you not able to share see the PPT? Sumit, are you not able to see the PPT? I will again request the people to kindly listen the slides. Let me go through the slides. Whatever queries now you are putting, I am covering all those queries. What are the different categories? What are this? Everything I am covering. Please have a patience. Just about half an hour. I will cover all your queries. I have understood. I have gone through all your queries. What are the different categories? What is the amount? How much time it takes? What is the qualification you need to have? What is the knowledge you need to have? Everything I will cover. Please let us go through this. Right. Now, eligibility criteria. You need to be a working professional or a retired signal engineer. Not that the freshers cannot apply here. Freshers can apply. But to obtain the license, you need to produce some documents. An evidence of having worked for a particular project. An evidence of having designing the signaling system. An evidence of installing and testing the signaling system on the Indian Railways. Hence, it is better if you are working with some companies, you can be given more weightage. Or the retired people, those who have the qualification and their documents. Students can apply. Bachelor of Engineering or its equivalent, Bachelor of Science can apply, Diploma in Engineering can apply. We have already covered these things. Need to work under the mentorship showcase of proficiency. It means the students which are with these engineering graduates or science graduate or diploma holders who are freshers in the field of the railway signaling, they need to work with under the mentorship of a person who is having a license or who is having the knowledge about the railway signaling. It means who are retired from the railways, who are serving for a particular company, a service industry. You need to work under him and produce the document on the later stage when you apply for that. License will be provided or given to only those people who will produce the documents, who will produce an evidence of you have knowledge, you have experience in that particular field. There are various categories. Broadly, there are two categories. One is design and another is installation. In design, what are the different categories? Let us see here. A scheme designer, what we call is a primary designing designer, from whom the designing activity starts of the signaling, railway signaling. Let me mention here one more aspect. Presently, the scheme is open for only railway signaling and it is yet to be introduced for railway telecommunication activities. So the railway signal engineers can apply for this. I mean, the charts messages which are being put, I am rather inclined to see them whether they are putting any queries. So kindly let's go through this. You can put a chart if it is that important, or if you want anything urgently, probably you can put a message in the chat box. So the scheme designers can apply, or the logistic designers can apply, who are designing the logistic of logic of the electronic interlocking or the other part, and the design verifier. This is the a person who is, by the virtue of his work, he is verifying the design. Those people can work, apply. These yeah, you should be able to now listen. Fine. So the installer, the verification tester, and the functional tester who will test the functionality, he also need to, he can apply for the license. So these are the three categories, I mean 6 categories: broadly, designing and installation. These people can apply for the license. Certification is yet to be given. I mean, for certification is only additional qualification you can have from any licensing organization, maybe IRSC or IRSTELO. However, IRSTELO is yet to introduce a certification course whereby appearing for the examination, online examinations or in-person examinations, you can obtain a certificate. That is yet to be incorporated and yet to be introduced with the more details. Presently, it is only work related. Now, coming to the procedure, what exactly we have to follow is, first, please visit the website of IRSTELO, where you will be guided what you need to do. It is a very, very user-friendly website where you will be guided and beautifully designed by the IRSTELO guys, and you will be guided here. Choose the different categories, then fill up your all the documents. Choose a category whichever you want, whether designing star or installation guide. Please select the category where you can produce the document, a documental evidence that you have worked. For example, you are working for as an installer. As an installation engineer, probably you might have signed some documents, maybe signaling plan or laying of the cable, testing of the cable. Am I not audible? Am I not audible still? You are audible. Okay, fine. So please choose the correct category of the licensing scheme where you can produce the license, I mean, the documents later. Fill in all the forms. Everything is online here. You can fill up like your biodata and your domicile, where from you are. And your education qualification, which are the different organization you worked with, the different dates. All these forms, around 6 to 7 different forms are there. One by one, you go on filling up all the forms online, which is very self-explanatory, very simple. And in any organizations, when you go, you will need to fill up these informations. Right from SSLC onwards, you need to fill up all the educational qualification and any additional educational qualification. All these different forms are there. Please go on filling up the form in the concerned website. Then remit the required fees at the end of all the forms. You will be guided to remit around 85,000 rupees plus GST, which comes around 88,000 plus amount through the bank they provide. You can directly remit the money from your bank account. Once you remit, you will receive a logbook and checklist from the external organizations. Once you remit within a week or so or a fortnight, you will receive all the documents, hard copies of the logbook and checklist. Logbook is a document where you need to keep all the records of your certificates, places of working where you have worked, the relieving letter of that basis, what are the different trainings you have undergone. All these are the logbook. Checklist, you will be putting all the checklist in the prescribed performa issued by the external organizations. Then collect the various documents. For example, if you are applying for a designer, what are all the designing activities you have done, which are checked by somebody in your organization, which are again approved by the railways. The final document which is approved by the railways is valid. Not that you have designed, your signature is on that, and your next reporting manager has signed for that. Without the approval of the railways, it is not valid. The document, whichever you are now producing, it need to be having a approval from the railways. That is very important. If a person working for UK project, I will come to that. Please listen. All these queries I'm answering to you. Kindly have a patience. Kindly have the patience. Whatever queries you have put, I will answer to them. Don't worry. Because once you put a chat box, some message, I tend to see that. I mean, are you not audible? Am I not audible? Are you not seeing the PPT? I tend to see that. Whatever queries you are having, I will answer all the queries. At the end of the session, you can definitely ask me the queries, no problem. If it is unanswered, collect the documents, various documents. These are the different various documents, education qualification, everything you can update, upload soft copies, no problem. Keep a hard copy with you for next process. But at this first stage, you can update the moment you receive a logbook and checklist. When you are ready, you update with your ID and password. You can upload all the documents which are given there. One by one, if they are given there, no problem. In the JPG format, you need to upload all the documents. What are the training you have undergone? Maybe a railway signaling training or some soft skill training, whatever training you have undergone. All the training certificates you can upload. Additional qualifications, whatever, apart from your academic qualifications, whatever additional qualifications you are having, that also you can upload. What are the different organizations you have served? Duly uploading the relieving letters from that company. If you have, you can upload it. And the latest CV, a soft copy. So on that last day, on our latest CV, describing all the activities of your curriculum or your career, you can upload all these documents. You can upload in the IRSTRO site, and all the documents in the performa, all in the particular performa, in the checklist, there's a performa where all the documents to be countersigned by one of the supervisors. Suppose about 5 years back, we have worked with the XYZ company. Now we are working with MNO company. You need not go to XYZ company to take the signature about 5 years back. You can take the signature of the MNO company reporting manager, showing him the relieving letter from that company. You have worked from so and so date to so and so date. He can countersign. So no column to be left free without the signature of the supervisor. It is very mandatory that your entries need to be countersigned by some authorities in your organization. whichever organization you're working. If you get a signature, if you try to get a signature from the old organization, fine. Otherwise, at least get a signature from the existing organization through your reporting manager. Audio is breaking. I think probably let me go more slow here. Upload the documents. All the documents need to be in JPG format. Then the external organization will nominate a workplace assessor. A workplace assessor is an expert in the particular field. Suppose if you are applying for a design verifier, the workplace assessor is an expert in the designing activities. If you are applying for an installer, the workplace assessor is an expert in that field. They may be a retired employee, or they may be of the railways, or they may be nominated experts from external organizations. There are a number of WPAs associated with IRS TLO organization who will be nominated for you for your particular category. You will be intimated through the mail who is your workplace assessor. You need to contact the workplace assessor for fixing the date and time for your assessment. This is in person. Once you contact the workplace assessor, you can fix up a time and date with him for your assessment. Now, this workplace assessor being an expert, and you need not pay any extra amount to for workplace assessor. It is between you and workplace assessor to fix the date and time and place where both of you want to meet. If the workplace assessor is ready to travel to your place, he will travel. Probably you may have to meet his expenditure of travel plus stay. If you can travel to his place, you can go there. And if the workplace assessor is having more number of people in a particular location, he will come and assess all the people in the particular location. It is between you and the workplace assessor. External organization is nothing to do with this. But you need to complete this stage of assessment in person. And whatever you do with workplace assessor, everything is document is uploaded in the external site, which you can also see with his remarks and the remarks of other person. Nothing is confidential here. Everything is open. So the workplace assessor, nothing is confidential. You can, and everything is communication online. There is nothing like talking in person, talking through off the record, nothing of that sort. You can do everything online. It is beautifully designed site, and you can be, it is hassle free. You can definitely access it very easily. Now the assessment of checklist. When you go to an assessor, you will be writing a checklist describing the work what you have carried out. For example, you have designed a particular signal interlocking plan. You need to produce a document about your designing, and you also need to describe how you design this signal interlocking plan. For example, to design a signal interlocking plan, you need some inputs. What are the inputs? How you collect that? So there are around 8 different categories in the checklist, your work experience, around 8 different categories, wherein you need to showcase each of your activities. For example, to design, what are the inputs you got? Second, after designing, how you interacted with the client. What are the standards you have followed while designing this? So you can refer the signal engineering manual, or you can refer the general rules and subsidiary rules, where you have given for a continuation of the CRS. You can describe the continuation about this continuation of CRS. if there is a provision of the slip siding and cash siding, where they are provided. So all the activities while designing what you did it, that need to be given. There may be another category wherein it comes with the how you communicate with your client, maybe with the railway client for the design you have produced are having some lacunas, how it is communicated to you. So that procedure you can write. Documentation of the designing, how it is done. So there are 7 to 8 different categories. In each categories, you need to describe how you have done it. What is the procedure? Relevant documents need to be attached in the JPG format. Everything to be uploaded on the site. This is a major work for getting the license. Your workplace assessor will go through this document. Once you upload it, as the IRSTRO licensing scheme is pertaining to Indian Railways, generally the work done on the Indian Railways is preferred. At the same time, for some time, maybe by a year or so, it was of course up to July 1st of 2019, they gave the concession for the people who are having the IRSC license. If the guy is having IRSC license, they need not procure IRS license. They have the competency in that. But that was up to 1st July. It is yet to be updated whether the same scheme is extended further. So when you visit the IRS licensing site, there it will be defined. The complete procedures will be defined. If you have IRSC license already, is a valid license, whether you are eligible for working on the Indian Railways. Are you to go for a separate license or not necessary? That is clearly given in the procedure, the document of IRSTRO organization site. You can kindly go through that. I will be giving the site address at the end of this. But at the end of the day, as the activities are for Indian Railways, you need to possess a thorough knowledge on the Indian Railways working, the rules and regulations of the Indian Railways, various standards of the Indian Railways, either designing or installation. You need to have the complete knowledge of the work you have carried out. Now, as you have written in the checklist around different 8 categories, for example, if I take preparing the signal interlocking plan, you quoted that I have designed a scheme ABC station taking these inputs, that everything you have written, a storyboard. It's called a storyboard. You have written about the storyboard and you have attached a document satisfying that, supporting that statement. The workplace assessor will now cross-question you how you got this, under what rule you went for a CRS condonation, under what rule you gave this particular slip siding or cash siding, under what rule you shifted a signal from left-hand side to right-hand side. So this is typically a technical session with the workplace assessor, because he is the first authority to satisfy himself and give you the clearance for the next step. So you need to have a complete knowledge, a thorough knowledge on Indian Railway signaling system. You need to be perfect with the general rules and subsidiary rules, plus the signal engineering manual of Indian Railways. How and why, where, when these clauses are applied in day-to-day working. The CRS condonations or CRS sanction and the special approvals procedures, how to obtain that, the procedures we need to know. And also the different works, how they are sanctioned, what is the periodicity of that, what are the different procedures of work sanctioning on the Indian Railways. So the workplace assessor will interact with you. He will ask you these questions pertaining to particular designing category. More the category, for example, design verifier, he need to know very much in detail, because he is a person who is verifying it. Probably the designer at the first level may not be necessary to know more in detail, but however, the work what he is going to carry out, he need to know about that. You need to have thorough knowledge of the signaling system. Maybe basic concept, I will cover those topics also here. So here the topics which generally the workplace assessor will ask you is the basics of signaling, preparing and checking the signaling plan, various circuits, relays or logic used for the signaling system, cable route plan, cable distribution plan, contact analysis, how they are prepared, why they are prepared, when they are prepared, where they are prepared. Preparation and checklist of the table of control, again a very important subject in the signaling. How a table of control is prepared. What are the different components of table of control? What are the different tools I need to give? Why and when? Railway signaling goes with the reasoning, why it is so. So we need to know the reasoning about that. Requirement of CRS condonation and sanctions, which are the works requires for CRS condonation and sanctions, and requirement of special instructions, we need to cover the provisions of signal engineering manual, installation, commissioning, testing, and commission. These are the topics we need to be thorough while when we apply for the IRSTELO license. It is not difficult, but at the same time, it requires a skill and requires a thorough knowledge. Plus the documentation. It mainly goes with the documentation, the evidence of having worked. The detailed procedure is the first you will register on the IRSTELO website. Once you register with the IRSTELO website, you choose the category of the particular system where you want to go for license and remit the fees. You will receive a logbook and other documents from the IRSTELO organization within a period of around maximum a fortnight. You will upload all the completed documents along with the evidence. A checklist, a logbook, storyboard, your certificates, your CV, all the things you will upload. Nomination of workplace assessor is done by the IRSTO organization, maybe within a week or 10 days. You need to be in touch with the workplace assessor, maybe through mails or maybe through calling him, and fix the date of assessment. There will be an online assessment which you need to do in presence of the workplace assessor. So please carry your laptop whenever you go to a workplace assessor to do the online assessment. He will have a password which he will enter, and you need to appear for an online assessment in his presence. Then he will recommend and send it to IRSTELO organization through the website, which also you can see. What are his recommendations? You can see. There is nothing hiding here. There is no confidentiality. Probably the interaction between you and workplace assessor maybe once or maybe twice. Unless he satisfies himself, you have a required knowledge. You have produced the required documents. He will not send the recommendations to next step. At this stage, if he is not otherwise satisfied, he will recommend that you better apply after some time, maybe after 6 months. You come with the evidence, you come with the knowledge. Let us go ahead. Once you apply for a license, it is valid for 1 year. You can apply, reapply within 1 year. Till you get the license, you can go ahead with that. Even after 1 year also, they will give you a chance to appear and reappear and have a required knowledge and reproduce the required document. Once the WPA recommends and sends it to IRSTELO, whatever his recommendation, either to go ahead or not to go ahead, it will be communicated to IRSTELO organizations through a website. The next step is the external organizations will send it to a competency assessor, maybe the working assistant engineer or a divisional engineer, maybe a chief engineer of the railways, to whoever they feel they will send it to concerned competency assessor, all the documents which are now presented by the workplace assessor plus your documents. The competency assessor now will see, again he will assess your knowledge, your evidence, plus the recommendation by WPA. He will now further send it to the Executive Council. Executive Council consists of three experts nominated by external organizations based on the recommendations, based on the remarks, based on the evidence of WPA and also the competency assessor. The Executive Council will now tell whether we are worth of possessing a license or not, which will be communicated to IRSTERO, and in turn, the IRSTERO organizations will issue the license on the recommendations of WPA, a competency assessor, and also an executive council. The complete cycle, right from the registration to license, you are getting the license, it depends upon how quickly you are able to produce your documents, how quickly you are able to upload your evidences, how much you are able to interact with the WPA with the knowledge you have. How we are going to satisfy the WPA, it depends. The first stage is WPAs. Everything now depends upon the workplace assessor's recommendations. So if you pass that hurdle, other things are almost easy. Ideally, if we have everything intact, including the knowledge and evidence and records, everything, ideally the complete process will take about 3 to 4 months. In my case, it took almost 11 months. Because as I'm from the training field, I have worked with the railways long back to get the documents and to satisfy the WPA after about 2-3 interactions. It took almost 11 months to get the license. Have a patience, have the knowledge, have the competency, build a competency in you, you will be definitely getting the license. Now the question comes, this is the organizations, license organizations. Now the question comes here, why should I have the license? What is the worth of it? If you are working with the private organizations, or if you are interacting with the people having IRSC license, if you interact with them, you will come to know what is the worth of IRSC license. IRSC license scheme is an old scheme. It took its own time to establish the importance of the IRSC license scheme. Any organizations will pay almost double or triple the amount what the normal person is getting the salary. For a person who is possessing the IRSC license in different categories. IRSC license, again I repeat, is valid only for UK Railways. The guy who is working in a company for a UK Railways, only for that organization it is valid. As the IRSTERO licensing scheme has just started on the Indian Railways and is yet to be formally approved by the Railway Board, which is a formality, maybe down the line it will be approved. At that time, as the days goes, as the years pass, you will have your own importance. You can expect more CTC with the possessing of the license. It is the right time now to go ahead and possess the license, keep things ready. Moment when chance comes, you can grab it. Instead of waiting for a chance after a few days, after a few years, few months. Now I'll be answering probably I have answered most of your queries. There are few queries which need to be answered. I will just come to that and I will hand over to Mr. Sumi back. Just a minute, I will share that system.
Well, I've shared. So, right. Thank you, Narayan sir. So,
No, one minute, one minute, one minute. Are you able to see the screen? You please give me still the control. I have some queries to be answered, Sumit.
sir, I'll pass it on.
Please pass it on. I
Yes.
will answer some queries which are unanswered.
Right. Just a moment, sir. Yes. So, I'll finish this section and pass it on to you, sir.
Take it.
Right. So, so now what we have done is that, as Narayan sir spoke, that this is an opportunity which needs to be targeted right now rather than waiting for months and years. So there are three key elements that the whole program, the IRSTLO licensing mechanism talks about. So one is the knowledge on signaling. Third one is workplace assessor, and third one is competency assessor. So when we talk about the topics on which the knowledge needs to be established, we have tried to formulate a course program which can help you prepare better for IRSTLO licensing. So I'll take you through that, the way we have designed the entire course. So we have designed this course around two specific modules. First module covers theory concepts which are required for your online assessment as well as at any stage of workplace assessment. So this is around 30 hours of online training with two assessments, which will cover all these topics which Narayan sir had mentioned, plus few more, which will cover basic concepts of signaling, interlocking principles, relay interlocking, signaling concepts, then signaling in railway electrified areas, power supply arrangements. So this is what we will cover in module 1. So this is about conceptual understanding, brushing up your fundamentals and theory. After that, we have designed another module which follows module 1, which covers IRSTLO specific guidance on procedures, pattern of assessment, and how to get ready for assessments. So this is a training program designed for another 20 hours of advanced training with two assessments. When I say assessments, I am talking about mock assessments, which will give you a real life feel of how your assessment process is going to be and will help you prepare well for the assessments. Now, if you feel so, when we were designing the program, we came across a thought that, what if there are people who have got, diverse experiences more than 10, 15 years or 20 years, who have been working in the field, well versed with the concepts and everything. So they only want assistance. They may only want assistance in module two. So what we have thought about is that if you feel you're well versed in module 1, so we have designed a readiness program, readiness assessment test for all the people who feel that they are well versed in module 1. So you can assess your readiness through our mock test and take direct enrollment into module 2. You do not have to enroll in module 1 if you feel, provided you qualify the test. People who feel that they need to brush up their fundamentals and want to actually prepare extensively before they take their first attempt, they can directly enroll in module 1 and module 2 together. So this is how we have structured the course program. So for going forward from here, the mock test fee is INR 3000, in which you can take the test and you'll be able to gauge your understanding on concepts. Now, once you qualify this mock test, we will enroll you directly into module 2, which is 20 hours of advanced training. And this 3000 will get adjusted into module 2 fees. For people who feel that they need a comprehensive training, the total price of module 1 and module 2, which is around 40,000. So we are offering a special price for today, which is 29,000 for both module 1 and module 2. So right now, today you can register with 5,000 to avail the offer. And with this, we are also offering, because workplace assessor guidance is very crucial to Aristilo license coaching. So you will get around personal guidance by Narayan sir in various small teams and group coaching for next 6 months to actually prepare well for your uh, license exam procedure. So this is what we have constructed in the form of what we call IRSTLO coaching support program for working professionals who are interested in this. So this is what I had about the whole program. If you have any queries, you can write down in the chat and I will answer all the queries. Plus, I am also sharing the online payment link for both module 1 registration as well as module 2 registration. So people who are interested can directly enroll into the program. And uh, we will be starting our batches from 7th June. This will be a program of 14 weeks, module 1, every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. online. In case somebody misses the class, you will also have access to class recordings for your self-study. And you can get your doubts resolved in the next class. Module 2 classes will begin on 14th of June, which will be for 5 weeks. Again, a Sunday program, 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. online. And again, we'll be giving you class recordings for you to self-study. This class recordings will be there with you for 1 year duration. So this is what we have constructed in terms of helping you out in implementing your dream career and IRSTLO coaching program. So now I give back the controls to Narayan sir for taking the questions related to the whole webinar today.
Yeah, please give me the control. Few questions are unanswered in my complete session. I will answer them.
Right. Please write your questions in the chat, and I will answer your questions related to course fee and other details. Please go ahead.
Are you seeing my screen?
Yes, sir. We can see the screen.
Okay, fine. Now, the first question was the renewal of the license. Once you get a license, it needs to be renewed once in 5 years. The validity of the license is for 5 years. It is just like IRSC license also. IRSC license also same. It is having 5 years validity. After that, it needs to be renewed. For renewing, again, the same procedure. Whatever you have done for getting the license, the same procedure is followed for renewing the license also. Within these 5 years, whatever update you have done, maybe during the improving your skills or different trainings or different work, whatever you have done, all those documents to be submitted while doing the work, while getting the renewal. Right. Now, coming to the application of SIP, I could not follow what exactly SIP means. Is it signal interlocking plan or what? I could not follow here. What the person wanted it. SIP. How to get license of validation in the radio signaling? If you go for the IRSTLO website, there you will be finding the validation licensing scheme. You can apply for that, provided you are already in the validation activities. You need to produce a document for that. How this license will be beneficial? As I said, the license will be beneficial for a person as it increases your qualification. It's an additional qualification, additional skill you have. And it is definitely going to have a more weightage in private organizations who are serving for the Indian Railways. How to get the IRSC license? This forum is not for giving you the detail about the IRSC license scheme. We have a different platform on that. We will guide you for IRSC license. And I will also reiterate here that the Railway Academy, which we are associated with, is having the different experts from different fields. We have the people here, IRSC license holders, IRSC certificate holders, who have passed the different modules. You will be guided through them through the online guidance. And whatever topics Mr. Sumit was mentioning about the training courses, those training courses, as there are two courses. One is the short duration certificate course for about 40 to 50 hours, which will give you the insight about the railway signaling. And at the end of the course, once you pass the concerned examinations, you will get an assessment, a certificate. Apart from that, we also run a long-term course of about 11 months, a PG diploma course in railway signaling and telecommunication, which are having around different different modules and different examinations for that. That is for the people who are freshers. And we have tied up with different companies. So at the end of the training, PG diploma course, the freshers can definitely will be placed in the different companies. Our track record for last almost 4 years or plus, we were able to place almost all 100% of the people after the PG diploma course. We ran about 4 or 5 courses in Chandigarh and also 3 or 4 courses in Ramaiah University, where we were able to place the people to 100%. So that scheme is PG diploma course. What we are now talking here about 40 to 50 hours is again the same railway signaling topic, but person who is working will be preferred, who is having a bit of knowledge on the railway signaling. That you will issue a certificate where probably will not be able to support you for any tie-up with any companies for campus interviews. It is up to you to approach the companies. It is a skill development. How the opportunities of the railway signal in future? This question is Alif for a politician. What is the future of railway signaling? If you take the history of railway signaling right from 1830 onwards, there is no restriction on the railway signaling. Not only railway signaling, all the railway activities. It can be a rolling stock, it can be a signaling, it can be electrical side, anything. Because day in and day out, the railways are going for development. And there are periodicity, the assets to be replaced after a certain time. When the assets to be replaced after a certain time, it is an ongoing process. So there is no restriction till today with any signaling companies across the globe. The future is very bright. And with the modern technologies like metro railways, the bullet trains, or the high-speed trains, there is good lot of opportunity on the railway signaling and railway technology in India. The logic design process again is pertaining to electronic interlocking. The forum is different for the logic. We have the different courses for modern signaling, wherein we have the package for the automatic train protection, automatic train operation, ERTMS and CBTC, one package. And we go with the electronic interlocking logic system for another package. We also have the multi-section digital axle counter, single section digital axle counter, high speed, high availability, single section digital axle counter, and axle counter through block, and UFSBI, universal fail-safe block interface. So these are the different packages we have for the training purpose. People who are interested can definitely be in touch with the Railway Academy. We can organize a training for them. It is a tailor-made space.
Narayan sir, there are some interesting questions which are coming on chat. Should we take up these questions first, as they're from the live participants here? So I'll pick up some questions here and I'll put it across to you for answering. So one of the things, sir, is that how it is useful for students or freshers. Subhashini Ramanathan has asked this question. So is IRSTLO license coaching useful for students or freshers?
Yes. In fact, in my PPT also already I covered the students of engineering graduates, science graduates and diploma holders can obtain these certificates or license, and they need to work with a mentor, under the mentor, an experts, where they'll be able to design the things under the mentorship, and they can produce the documents, evidence they can produce. Licensing scheme goes with the evidence, what work you have done.
Okay.
So as a fresh, yes, please tell me.
Yes, sir. So Anand Mohan Tiwari is asking at what is there in it for Indian Railway design engineer?
Sorry, Indian Railway?
Indian Railways design engineers. He is a design engineer with Indian Railways. So what is there in it for in Aristotle coaching,
He
Aristotle
can
license for him?
he can obtain a license. If he's a designer, he can go for a designing license. If he wants to go for verification, he can go for the verified license. It's very easy for him. He has to produce the documents. Very
Okay.
easy for him.
Anand Raj is asking, sir, is there any scope for working railway engineers? So I believe the answer is very clear. This is
Yes,
only
yes,
for
yes.
working railway engineers.
I covered in the PPT. That also I have covered. It is very easy for a person working with the Indian Railways.
So
And one more question was here. If a company is already having the license holders, IRSTO license holders, they need not go for external agency. Their license is valid for that organization.
okay. Sir,
Presently it is with only the vendors. In coming days, it will be compulsory or added weightage for the people who are working with the Indian Railways.
okay. Sir, Nagesh Reddy is asking that we are unable to produce relieving letter of my previous company. We are eligible or not?
It goes with the concerned WPA, workplace assessors, convincing him how he will able to, because why it is being insisted here is a relieving letter from the concerned company is, with all good records, a person has been relieved from the company. Not that he ran away from the company, he has ditched the company. So that is the reason, as his track record is clear, for that purpose, the organization is insisting for a relieving letter from the particular company. That he need to prove that his hands are clean. He has not created any issues with the previous company. That is the dispute between the workplace assessor and himself.
Okay, sir, one question. Mr. Nagesh Reddy is asking how many times we'll be able to attempt exam?
Yeah, which exam?
Sir, the work in the presence of workplace assessor, the online exam.
It is up to till you pass it, no problem. Till you pass it, the workplace assessor will guide you. If, for example, first attempt you are not able to pass, he will guide you. These are the topics you better study well. Come for next time. No
So this
problem.
85,000 rupees that is submitted is submitted only once till he passes, or do
Yes,
they?
yes, yes. Only once, only once. They need to place it only once. Suppose after all the attempts, if he is not able to pass, I think the amount will be refunded to him. I'm not sure about it, but it is given in the document of Irshalo licensing. They can visit and they can, there is no need to pay any amount for that. The Irshalo organization's licensing scheme, the site they can visit and everything is available there. All these details are available there.
Okay. Sir, Mr. Jayant Pandey is asking, what is the long-term vision of this licensing with respect to metro signaling, high-speed signaling, semi-high-speed signaling?
Yes. Presently, the Indian Railway is not going with the metro railways and with other technologies. It is now only going for the main line. But in coming years, yes, it will have definitely a weightage for the metro railways. Presently, no scope is there for person who are working only for the metro railways. It is because whatever metro technologies are adopted on the Indian Railways are of these OEMs, different OEMs. For example, if I take a particular metro and a XYZ has supported the system there, a signaling system or telecommunication system, the core designing activities are done by in the company. It is not known to other person. We need to be there for a particular company. Only those core designers are knowing what Indian people are doing. Or the different companies who are working for metros are, they are integrating the external gears, but the core designing of the logic is done by the company by itself. They are not letting it know. It is their bread and butter. So presently, metros are not covered with the registered license organization. It is also not necessary also presently. But coming days, yes, it will have happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Sir, Kumar Dhruv Sharma is asking how much experience is needed for someone to go for this license?
No, it depends upon the evidence. If you within a one month of your service, if you get your evidences, no problem. It depends upon the evidence. how you are producing the evidence.
Uh, Sir, Sudhir Kant is asking that he's currently working with Aircon International,
Uh,
and here no training program for contract employee, and they are not getting relieving letter. So, what is the possibility to take? So, again, the question is that if you're not getting relieving letter, what is the possibility to take the
No, when he is
certificate?
working with the IRCON, there is no need of any getting a relieving letter from him. He can continue to work with the IRCON and he can attend our online courses, which is after the office hours, and he can acquire the knowledge.
Okay, so there is a good news from Arun Saxena, sir, that Indian Railway has got approved works for providing CBTC on Mumbai suburban section of CR and WR. So MRVC is finalizing consultants and bids for CBTC. So the question which talked about what is the scope of licensing in modern signaling, I think there is a good scope already beginning in the industry.
Yes, very good. That is good. Nice. Thank you. Next.
Right. Nice, sir. So now we can continue with, sir. Sir, I would request you to kindly cover the topics that we'll be covering in Module 1 training program for Iris Tilo coaching. And then I think there are more questions we can
Module
dip
1 is
into.
completely the railway signaling system, right from basic concepts of signaling, principles of interlocking, preparation of signal interlocking plan, understanding the principles of interlocking, preparation of the control table, relay interlocking concept, relay interlocking logic, then electronic interlocking, then some part of model signaling. So all these are covered there in the first module. It is only a knowledge sharing session. I mean, the people, those who did not, are not having any formal training on the railway signaling, it is for them it is. The module 2 goes with more detail about the condonations, that is a actual application of the knowledge for obtaining the license. See, the knowledge is different here, application is different.
Right.
In first module, I will tell what are the different occasions where you need to go for Commission of Railway Safety condonation. But when actually you start designing a signal interlocking plan, where, how, and how I have to apply for that? What is the procedure for that? Why I need to go for CRS condonation? So those are more detailed in the second module. First module is only awareness and going in depth the technology of the signaling system.
Sir, Rohit Shetty is asking, is this process very different for installation engineer, given that the time to arrange evidences may take a while?
See, as I said in my case, I took about 11 and a half months. I need to get all the evidences. It is, the procedure is you need to go with evidences. Without evidences, WPA will not go ahead. We need to satisfy him with evidences, the documentation. The licensing scheme, whether it is the IRSC license or IRST yellow license, it goes with the evidence and documents, plus knowledge.
Right. So, sir, what is stability scale of license?
Sorry, come back again.
Sir, in the frequently asked questions, sir, there is a question which is what is stability scale of license?
Flexibility, no, what is
Stability.
the
Yes, sir. Just,
stability? Stability scale of license is, as I said, it is more stable, more knowledge sharing, more competency you will be proving. You are showcasing more competency and it is valid for 5 years.
okay.
Presently, immediately, as the railway board yet to issue the instructions, probably you may feel the companies may not encourage you. But once the stamp is put on the licensing scheme and the mandatory requirement for the private companies, you will have your own value and it is going to come in coming days. That is definite.
Sir, please share your questions if any. So, and I have shared the registration links with you. If anybody wants has any query, they can contact me on the WhatsApp number that was mentioned in the post, and I'm writing it here also.
One may submit here. It is possible. Is it possible that the ATS hardware as well as the software both shall be compiled to SIL? About SIL, about RAMs, we have different training activity. You can appear for that activity wherein we are not covering here. We are not covering about SIL standards, SIL-like standards, and RAMS activity. We have separate course for training activity. You can be in touch with the Railway Academy, and definitely we are having some activities here. Any courses on ETCS? Yes, we have ERTMS and ETCS training activities, but not in this. Railway Academy, we are conducting the training on those. Basic concept of signaling, yes, we are covering here in module 1. You can go through that. What is the stability? We have answered. Any memorandum of understanding signed with the government agencies. It is not necessary to sign any memorandum of understanding with the government agencies. It is only a knowledge sharing platform. We will share only the knowledge what is required for the licensing organizations. The certificate issued by the academy also for the training what we conduct is, will only certify that you have undergone the training. It is left to private people to cross-check your knowledge. We cannot authorize any person to work on the Indian Railways. It is not possible except IRSET, IRA-SCT, which is the only organization which will authorize you to work. Or other training institutions on Indian Railways can only give a certificate that you have attended the course and you have completed it successfully. If they want, they can test you. We have a training on electronic interlocking also, the hardware and software and integration part. You can be in touch with the Railway Academy for the program, what we will be defining. It's all online courses. You can appear for online courses. What is the vision of Indian Railway in signaling? Again, it's a question to a politicians. We have a very good vision on the railway signaling in the Indian Railway in coming years, especially with the present government, the hyperloop, the bullet trains, and the CB metro technology and ERTMS level 2. These are the growing technology on the Indian Railways. In coming years, maybe next about 20-25 years, you have a very good future on the railway signaling. Next, within 25 years, some more technology will come. Okay, so as I said, the railway signaling technology or railway signaling railway technology right from 1830s onwards, it is always developing and developing and developing. There is no dearth of any technological people here. Overlap, block and signaling, we will be covering it in our initial courses place. Yes, tell me.
Sir, Mr. Dilip is asking what is process to become workplace assessor?
It is, you need to apply in external licensing, and you can produce all the documents, and it will be left to the council or the external organizations, the chairman and the secretary and the body to nominate you as a WPA. They can apply directly on IRSET logo, no problem. Any other questions? There are 36 questions here. Thank you. Any more batches? Batches start. They are asking for any batches are starting. You can first you need to register. Then okay, Railway Academy is giving for that. What is you are giving then and then okay.
I'll explain answers. Sir. I'll explain the registration process once more. So. People who wish to register can register with the link I'm posting right now. So people who feel that they know signaling and have got enough experience and knowledge to directly start preparing for license IRSTILO can register with this 3,000 rupees link, which I'm posting right now. I'm again explaining people who believe that they have requisite knowledge and understanding and experience to straight away go for IRSTILO license assessment can take up this particular exam, can register for this course by paying 3,000 rupees, in which we will invite you to take a test and assess your knowledge. Once you qualify this test, you will be enroll directly into module 2, and this fees will be adjusted into the fees of module 2, which is 15,000 rupees. So you will only have to pay 12,000 rupees. Now people who feel that they need to prepare extensively for Aristilo license and want to register for both the modules can register by paying on this link, which I'm just now posting, which is a 5,000 rupees link. They can register with 5,000 rupees. The course fee of module 1 and 2 combined is 29,000 rupees. So this is a one-time offer that we are launching, wherein you can register right now with only 5,000 rupees. And people who want to go for module 2 straight away can register with 3,000 rupees. Yes, Sudhir Kant, we are planning to launch a course on modern signaling very soon. Please email us on inquiry@railwayacademy.org and we will keep you posted. So within next 30 to 40 days, we'll be launching a very advanced program on modern signaling covering all of these, CBT, CEI, SSDAC, everything we'll be covering. So yes, thank you. I've noted your email. I'll keep you posted. So I hope I made the registration process simple. If there is any doubt you have, please WhatsApp me on our number, which is 9811113385. So we'll be starting our classes from 7th of June, which is Sunday, module 1, every Sunday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m., 14 weeks classes. And people who will be straight away preparing for module 2, the classes will start from 14th of June. So make up your mind, go for this opportunity. You will not regret. If you are a working professional looking for growth, a good growth, this is the course to go for. If you have any queries, please email us. We'll be happy to respond.
Right, Sumit. Thank you very much for joining and making a session a very live session, please. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for your time. Right.